Hello everyone, I'm Tracy and thank you for tuning in today. So I have a couple of topics I'm going to discuss, and these are updates that have been released fairly recently. I'll start out with the subpoenas that have been the Attorney General and Lopez announced today, and this is November 27th that this was released, that they still need critical facts from several key stakeholders in order for the independent investigation to carry on. Now they're still in phase one. This independent investigation was launched on August 31st. So it's supposed to only take 3 months, which means it was supposed to have happened already because it's now December 8th. So it looks like these agencies have not been cooperating as far as releasing information regarding the fire. So the agencies are Maui Emergency Management Agency, County of Maui Department of Public Works, and the County of Maui Department of Water Supply. So the subpoenas will allow the Attorney General to collect important information in a timely manner. So they've had some time to release that, and it looks like it wasn't done. Therefore, there are now subpoenas legally requesting that this information be released. Actually, they have to release this information. It's a matter of the law. So when you're subpoenaed for something, you have to do that. It's not an option. You have to either show up or give up this documentation. So it looks like it's not been going very well. So now there are subpoenas being leveraged to get this information. So that's a good thing. Something that I heard back when the investigation was first launched, the purpose of this independent investigation isn't to charge anyone with any kind of criminal act. It's mainly to, and I'll tell you exactly what they say here. So it's to find facts and develop new policies and procedures to save lives and properties in the future. So it's just to help prevent these things from happening in the future. It's not to hold people really criminally responsible. So that is a bummer. But the fact that this information is being legally requested is a good thing. So, and this information is going to be made public. So at least we'll all know if they do conform with the subpoenas. We will know what actually went on. And I think that will tell us a lot about who is actually responsible and what the communications were during the tragedy. I just don't know if they're how forthcoming they're gonna be. And I don't know exactly if they're going to follow the rules and let everyone know what information is released. Okay, and then I do want to show you guys this quick video that I found going over the lawsuits against HECO.
A dispute over where the lawsuits about the deadly Maui wildfire should be heard is now in the hands of federal judges. Most of the 76 lawsuits filed so far have been in state court, but major defendants, including Hawaiian Electric, have petitioned for removal to federal jurisdiction instead. A spokesperson for Hawaiian Electric said it's a procedural step that will make things more efficient and won't impact anyone's access to a fair legal process. A plaintiff's attorney tells KHON state courts are the right venue, and they'll be filing to return the cases, quote, back where they belong.
So if you guys watched my video about the calls that the Maui Police Department made to HECO asking if the power lines were energized, and they consistently said that they weren't, it's fairly easy to see that HECO was not responsible for these fires because there was no electricity going through them. So I'm not sure. I don't think a lot of people know that that happened. So what HECO is trying to do is move them to a federal court, which according to my research, the federal court of Hawaii is in Honolulu. So I don't know if it's going to be a jury trial or a judge trial, but something I kind of thought to explain why they're doing this. Maybe it's to take the trial outside and further away from the scene of the crime or the scene of the tragedy. Maybe they're trying to get away from the influence that the victims will have on the trial, or it could be to get a new judge, get a judge that might rule in their favor. There are now 4 federal judges serving for the Hawaii Federal Court. There are 4. 1 is a Trump appointee, 2 are appointees by Obama, and 1 is a George W. Bush appointee. However, it looks like starting in 2024, there'll be 2 new judges coming in, and they're both Biden appointees. So given with how things are going, the trial will most likely be held next year in 2024 because 2023 is almost over. So I'm kind of just guessing that might be a motivating factor for why they want to move the trial. But I don't know. They didn't say. They're not going to say. But I think the agencies being sued are going to take any opportunity to drag out the process as long as possible, hoping that the plaintiffs will drop off. It's a very common legal tactic for companies that have the time, have the resources to drag these things out in hopes of kind of tiring out the plaintiffs, encouraging them to settle out of court. And it would be easier for these companies to do it that way because the trial, especially if it's a jury trial, there's a lot up in the air. It's hard to know exactly the outcome of that. So, I don't know if anyone has more legal expertise as far as why they think HECO is pushing to move the trial to a federal court. Please let me know. But as far as what I thought right away was just to draw out the process, to move the court away from where the fire happened, and to possibly get a judge that will rule more favorably in their interest. But I don't know, they're not going to tell us, but I did want to let you guys know that's what's going on behind the scenes. For all of you that are watching, thank you guys so much. Also, the shirts that I announced earlier this week, the stock I had sold out almost immediately, and so I ordered a new set of shirts, so that'll be coming in hopefully this next week. And if you still want one, I'll list the link to the Square site where you can order them. And if you haven't gotten a shipping notice yet, that means I didn't have the size in stock, and I'll ship it to you once they come in. So thank you guys so much for representing this tragedy, for keeping the story alive, and hopefully spreading the word to more people about what really happened. So that's going to do it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.